Good morning, everyone. The title of my speech is Competence-Based Learning, the Sloop-to-Desk Model. The European Commission, training experts, local and national authorities are stressing the school about two themes: the competence-based learning and the use of ICTs and Web 2.0 tools for learning. Generally, these two themes are considered separately. I think that an original idea of the Sloop-to-Desk project has been to join them. So, can we promote a competence-based learning through the use of ICT? The answer that seems to come from the Sloop-to-Desk experience is yes. Anyway, both competence-based learning and use of ICT and Web 2.0 tools ask schools and teachers an attitude to openness and a volunteer of contamination. Contamination and openness to and with the world of work, the market from one side, and new model of sharing and communication on the other side. That means that they require the adoption of digital communication tools, external competencies framework and the certification systems, new teaching methods, and new assessment models. As far as competence-based education is concerned, it requires a shift of the focus from syllabus intended as a list of content to be delivered to teachers, to learning results in terms of list of performances the students have to be able to do. That means a shift from teacher centrality to student centrality, a shift of the focus from the learning path to the learning result, from school to society centrality. You have already seen the 5 modules of the Sloop-to-Desk course. As for Module 4 and Module 5, where the students are more asked to learn and to apply about competence-based learning, we have decided, as already explained before, to refer to the European Qualification Framework and for the informatics competencies to the ECF, e-competence framework, and the EUCIP model. ECF, e-competence framework, is the European framework developed by experts in the Cheng ICT Skills Workshop. It wants to be a framework that can be used and understood by ICT professionals and human resources managers, from ICT users and supply companies, small and medium-sized enterprises, the public sector, as well as education and social partners across the European Union. We have asked participants to the course to know and to understand this framework under development, but then, as Mr. Schlemberg explained before, we focused the project on the EUCIP model, and particularly on the profile of IT administrator and on the USIP core because they seems to be more relevant for a higher school, a secondary school. Some definition about competence comes both from the European qualification framework and from the e-competence framework. They say competence means the proven ability to use knowledge, skills, and personal, social, and/or methodological abilities in work or study situation and in professional and personal development. This is EQF, while in a similar way, ECF say competence is a demonstrated ability to apply knowledge, skills, and attitudes to achieving observable results. And then, what are the pedagogical implications of this? One implication is that all the three components, knowledge, skills, and attitudes, or personal, social, and methodological abilities, all these three components must be taken into consideration while teaching and while verifying the result of teaching. But the second implication is not enough to ensure the acquisition of knowledge and skills or the development of attitudes. It's necessary to promote their application in situation to get observable results. I think that the Sloop to Desk course has proposed a learning by doing also because it has proposed a way to work on knowledge, on skills, on attitudes, and has put together in situation to produce results. As for knowledge is concerned, in Module 1, we have, for example, knowledge on what are an alumnus characteristics and functionalities. In Module 2, the 2.0 characteristic useful sites and tools. In Module 3, for example, the Creative Commons licenses. In Module 4, the frameworks I cited before. As for skills, in Module 1, the participants have experimented how to use Moodle, its functionalities, how to use in Module 2 Skype or Google Doc or Delicious or Wikis. And in Module 3, how to use X-Learning for producing learning objects or tools to produce SCORMs, and how to use open educational resources repositories. But we have worked also on attitudes, promoting discussions in forums or using chat or Skype, promoting cooperation. We have promoted the development of attitudes that are needed to a people that has to be a tutor online. Attitudes for exchanges of ideas, acceptance of different point of view, assumption of responsibilities, and where appropriated leadership, and so on. So, we have focused in the project knowledge, skills, attitudes or personal methodological capacities, but we have asked participants to together these knowledge, skills, and attitudes in a real context where to operate producing results. Module 5, they were asked to produce real open educational resources to be used with their students and to cooperate between teachers in producing resources for the students. So, finally, we did the experience having as students teachers, but I think that this model can be transferable with the students. Integrating face-to-face with e-learning activities and using Web 2.0 tools and environments can help, we suppose, teachers and schools to make the acquisition of knowledge and skills more effective thanks to the use of multimediality and interactivity, to the accessibility to educational resources, and the possibility to be in contact with the teacher and the group of peers anytime, anywhere. To have more possibilities to promote the development of personal social methodological abilities attitudes, thanks to more interaction opportunities, and then students' more active role. Finally, to propose students to perform cooperative activities producing results. So, thank you for your attention.